Candice Millard, The River of Doubt, Theodore Roosevelt's Darkest Journey. Embark on a gripping exploration of resilience and adventure in The River of Doubt, Theodore Roosevelt's Darkest Journey, by Candice Millard. This compelling narrative delves into a tumultuous period following Roosevelt's bitter defeat to Woodrow Wilson, which led him to pursue a daunting expedition into the heart of the Amazon. Facing despair, Roosevelt seeks solace and redemption in the perilous physical challenges of the uncharted rainforest, a journey that tests his limits and those of his companions, including his son Kermit. The summary outlines the many obstacles they face, from the harsh wilderness and unpredictable river to internal conflicts and cultural encounters with indigenous tribes. Discover how ideological differences with fellow explorer Rondon, unexpected tragedies, and a relentless push for survival shape this incredible tale of human endurance and exploration. Dive into a story rich with history, adventure, and the undying quest for personal and scientific discovery.
Roosevelt's redemption quest. Defeated by Woodrow Wilson, Theodore Roosevelt grappled with a profound sense of betrayal and emptiness, having seen his creation of the Bull Moose Party pave the way for Wilson's rise. This defeat was both professional and deeply personal. True to his nature, Roosevelt sought solace in adventure, a challenge as grand as his spirit. In February 1913, an enticing opportunity arrived. An Argentinian museum invited him for a lecture series, offering $13,000. But this wasn't just about lectures, it was about reigniting his passion for exploration and reconnecting with his son, Kermit, in Brazil. The Amazon's vast, untamed wilderness beckoned. It offered a chance for Roosevelt to reconnect with his love for natural science and perhaps find personal redemption. Surprisingly, Roosevelt took a back seat in planning this monumental expedition, entrusting logistics to Father Zahm, an ambitious explorer. Zahm's choices, particularly involving Anthony Fiala, whose past Arctic mission ended disastrously, sparked concern. Preparations were further strained by disagreements over the ideal watercraft, nimble canoes versus dependable motorboats. Aware of the expedition's inherent dangers and Roosevelt's prominence, the sponsoring museum took measures to ensure safety and success. They enlisted seasoned explorers Cherry and Miller to strengthen the expedition, increasing its credibility and the likelihood of survival. Yet, throughout the planning, Roosevelt's optimism shone, despite minimal personal preparation. The set route loomed large, promising untold discoveries and lurking perils. The Amazon awaited, a realm of mystery and potential redemption for a man seeking to heal a wounded spirit through the call of uncharted adventure. A Perilous Expedition. In October 1913, Theodore Roosevelt, seeking reprieve from political setbacks, embarked on a transformative journey to South America aboard the Van Dyke steamship. Despite his intention to escape his electoral defeat, Roosevelt's past political involvement in South American countries, rooted in the Monroe Doctrine and the Roosevelt Corollary, continued to cast long shadows over his travels. These interventions had stirred controversy across Argentina, Brazil, and Chile, a trio known as the ABC countries. Amidst these political intricacies, Roosevelt contended with personal matters as well. With the unrest of the Mexican Revolution simmering, he feared that his sons, particularly Kermit who was living in Brazil, would be drawn into any emerging conflict. This anxiety was alleviated when Kermit announced his engagement to Belle Willard, a well-to-do heiress, signaling a new chapter in his life. Upon reaching Brazil, Roosevelt was presented with an audacious new plan, to explore the foreboding River of Doubt, infamous for consuming those who dared to navigate its waters. The American Museum of Natural History, preferring a more conventional expedition, expressed grave concerns. Yet Roosevelt, captivated by adventure, was undeterred. Kermit, caught between his commitment to Belle and the call of the wild, chose to join his father. Renowned explorer Candido Rondon took on the role of expedition leader, emphasizing the mission's scientific value over mere adventure. Yet, even reaching the river posed monumental challenges. The group faced chaotic logistical preparations and an unforgiving Brazilian landscape. Defiant pack animals and evaporating provisions left only the resolute standing, while others abandoned the endeavor in fear. Roosevelt and Rondon bonded through their shared love for exploration, but differing ideologies sparked tension. Roosevelt's imperialistic perspective clashed with Rondon's respect for indigenous peoples, highlighting deep-rooted ideological divides. Further discord arose from the presence of Father Zom, whose overt racism and disdain for Rondon's beliefs added a toxic element to the expedition's dynamics. Amidst these struggles, news of a personal tragedy hit. Roosevelt's young cousin, Margaret, who had previously accompanied the family in South America, fell victim to typhoid in New York. Her passing starkly reminded the team of their own mortality as they edged closer to the fabled River of Doubt. As they arrived at Utirity, their final bastion of civilization, Roosevelt faced difficult decisions, knowing full well the formidable mysteries and dangers that awaited in the wilderness ahead. Journey of Survival. To survive their perilous expedition, tough decisions had to be made. Miller, a dedicated naturalist, was sent on a different river route, leaving Cherry as the sole companion for Roosevelt. Father Zom, burdened by outdated colonialist ideals, was let go despite his role in planning. Fiala, tasked with logistics, was also dismissed due to inadequate supplies. As they navigated the river, ominous signs loomed. Aggressive wildlife, scarce supplies, and even violent behavior from Julio de Lima, a disruptive crew member, challenged them daily. Nights were filled with haunting tales from their pasts, Rondon's encounters with Indians, Roosevelt's African adventures, and Aguirre's brutal conquest of the Amazon. The group's spirits were further dampened by news of Margaret's death from typhoid back in New York. Upon reaching the daunting River of Doubt, new trials arose. They traveled in 7 unwieldy dugout canoes, barely stable on the water, making their journey arduous. Roosevelt's eagerness to press on often clashed with Rondon's careful surveying, leading to many delays. The presence of the violent Julio in Roosevelt's canoe added to the tension. Leadership dynamics surfaced as Roosevelt shared stories, while Rondon enforced military discipline. In this living, breathing jungle, beauty and danger coexisted. The lush rainforest held Roosevelt in awe, yet its hidden threats, fearsome animals, hostile tribes, and insidious diseases, posed constant risks. The nights were filled with unsettling cries, reminding them of the perilous journey among unseen dangers. Determined, they moved forward, facing rapids and engaging with the mysterious Cintalarga tribe, understanding why the River of Doubt had earned its ominous name. Treacherous waters, untamed jungle. Traversing through dangerous waters marked by rapid currents and plunging cascades, the expedition faced a series of dire challenges. With crucial supplies lost and a team member, Simplicio, tragically drowned, the group was thrust into a daunting reality. Each mishap amplified the urgency of their situation, as Kermit emerged from a near-fatal accident largely unscathed but unchanged. Adding to their plight, Rondon had a solitary and alarming encounter with an unknown tribe. What they initially believed to be the familiar Nambiquara turned out to be the Cintalarga, a formidable tribe untouched by time, thriving within the dense rainforest. Their expertly crafted arrows and communal way of life, where tribal hierarchy allowed men multiple spouses and empowered women with rights such as divorce, showed a complex network of social structures. This discovery gave rise to a grave threat. The Cintalarga's fearsome reputation for consuming their enemies loomed heavily over the team, especially since Roosevelt, leading the expedition, presented a vivid target for their cannibalistic rituals. Trapped in enemy territory with no clear path to safety, the team battled not only physical exhaustion but also the psychological strain of potential gruesome encounters. Roosevelt, grappling with the expedition's grim progression, felt the strain of protecting Kermit, who had originally joined to safeguard him. Despite Roosevelt's struggle to adopt Rondon's ideals of nonviolence and understanding amidst intense hostility, their journey had underscored the stark contrasts in handling adversity. Meanwhile, as supplies dwindled, Roosevelt's leadership came to the fore. His willingness to share his personal rations with the camaradas, particularly when his own health was waning, marked a profound act of selflessness. In an environment where endurance was paramount, such gestures of unity were crucial. The journey, steeped in stories of perseverance and constant danger, highlighted not just the physical landscapes but the deeper landscapes of resilience and humanity, illuminating how they navigated this treacherous and untamed jungle of adversities. Bonds of resilience. Morale had sunk to new lows, with theft threatening the group's unity. Yet, even amidst dwindling spirits, Rondon clung to the belief in their inherent moral strength, recognizing, however, their growing physical exhaustion. The vast and perilous rainforest proved relentless, chipping away at their endurance. Roosevelt confronted the raw and unforgiving nature of the wilderness, shattering any romantic illusions. In the heart of these struggles, books provided Roosevelt and Kermit brief escapes, while shared whiskey with Cherry offered fleeting comfort. Roosevelt's health deteriorated drastically, leading him to momentarily contemplate a sacrifice for the group's sake, a thought Kermit vehemently rejected, reigniting Roosevelt's determination through his son's steadfast loyalty. Thousands of miles away, the expedition's distress rumors stirred anxious waves. Roosevelt's family, particularly his wife Edith, anxiously awaited any reassuring tidbits, grappling with the silence from the expedition. Tensions reached a zenith when Julio, a volatile member, murdered fellow explorer Pius Hahn following a conflict over stolen rations. Roosevelt insisted on justice, demanding Julio's execution, while Rondon advocated for restraint. Julio vanished, and as time dragged on, the group wrestled with the moral implications of leaving him to the merciless jungle. Ultimately, faced with Roosevelt's declining health, the expedition pushed forward, leaving Julio to his fate. Salvation finally arrived in mid-May, as the group rejoined with their previous detachment at a river junction, a glimmer of hope igniting amidst their struggle. A frail yet unconquered Roosevelt returned to New York, embodying resilience and unflagging ambition. Speaking on the world stage, he upheld the expedition's honor, their arduous journey transforming into a powerful narrative of human tenacity, illustrating unyielding bonds and the unquenchable drive to explore the unknown.
Candice Millard's The River of Doubt masterfully recounts a harrowing expedition that pushes Theodore Roosevelt and his team to their limits. Through treacherous waters, unpredictable weather, and encounters with indigenous tribes, the journey is not only a test of physical endurance but also of leadership and moral conviction. Amidst natural and personal challenges, profound lessons emerge on resilience, camaraderie, and the constant hunger for exploration that defined Roosevelt's legacy. The expedition's trials encapsulate the indomitable human spirit, refusing to be quelled even in the face of severe adversity. As readers journey through this unforgettable adventure, they are reminded of the powerful interplay between ambition and humility, knowledge and uncertainty, leaving them inspired by the intricacies of human courage and the relentless pursuit of discovery. In the end, Roosevelt's journey stands as a powerful testament to the transformative power of adversity and the enduring spirit of adventure.